Welcome. Let's talk customs invoices. And as usual, we start in our docs website. We go to getting started, walk through topics and customs invoice. And this is where you can read about how you do customs invoices in Logtrade Connect. You can click here to go to various settings. And this is a description of data that you need to have on the item card, at least a tariff number. And we have a workflow which you can follow to create a consignment with a customs invoice. But let's switch over to Business Central and create a sales order for a customer in a country to which I need to create a customs invoice. So I'm in Sweden and this customer is in Oslo. And if we look at the country region table, you can see that to the right here we have a flow field that is counting the number of customs-free country regions. So since I am sending things from Sweden, there are 27 countries where I do not need a customs invoice. So if I click here, and since Norway is not within this list, we will create a customs invoice. And while we are here, there are some settings on country level. Sending something to Norway, then we will group the customs invoice based on tariff numbers. We can set up a customs invoice declaration specific for the country, and also a language code that we will use for the item descriptions if we are showing the items on the customs invoice. But let's go back to the sales order, and we will sell the item desk to Clarion Hotel. I think they need one in their reception. And we can take a look at the shipment method code. This is important when doing export. Shipment methods are linked to delivery terms. Because when we do domestic consignments, it's the field payer on the consignment that decides who will pay for the freight. When we do international consignments, it is a terms of delivery code. And you see that for the shipment method DDP, we have one terms of delivery relation. So these relations describe, take a look at the DAF. This is the Business Central code that is in standard Business Central. And we have relations to 3 different terms of delivery codes. That is because I have only 3 shipping agent services linked to Logtrade, and that is these 3 DHL. So these are linked to one of the terms of delivery codes that exists in Logtrade. So when we create a consignment, the shipment method code DAF will create the terms of delivery code 018 on the consignment. And we are using DHL and a shipping agent service that allows us to do export. So let's create the consignment directly from the sales order and specify the number of packages and the package type. We got the weight. And since this is a consignment that passes a border which requires a customs invoice, well, it's an international, we get foreign trade, but we also get some customs invoice fields visible on the consignment. So here we have the terms of delivery code. And we have got some defaults here. And where do these come from? Well, it's in the delivery setup. I should have showed you this first of all, because you need to enable customs invoice. And here you set up default values for customs invoices on consignments. So this is your very first step. Enable customs invoice and set up the number series for the customs invoice. And once you've done that, you can create your consignment here. And you see we have one item line here. And if we look at the item lines, there's also one important aspect. That is the tariff number. You need to set those up on the items. Okay, I think we're good to go. So we will just prepare and print this consignment. So we got the label. You see we have 8 pages here. We have the international consignment note. I think we have it in 3 copies. And then we have 3 copies of the pro forma invoice. The sender, the recipient, and in this case, summarized lines based on tariff numbers. So that was customs invoices. Thank you.